So we are live, everyone. I'm just looking for something which was over there. The countdown. Let's put the... sorry about that. I think I hit it twice. So a very long introduction today. So I'm David Starlight. I am a channel, a spiritual teacher, a mystic, and I guess many other things, an explorer, a divine explorer, maybe digital explorer, maybe many labels, but also one. I'm beyond labels. So we all beyond labels, because a label is kind of artificial in terms of the soul perspective, the spiritual perspective. So whatever label you think you are is kind of, it's kind of like a small little thing, like the small text, you know, when you get a letter and there's like a legal letter or something like that, or any contract is like the little text, what do you call it, the little small little stuff you can't read. So that's when we apply labels to ourselves. And you'll find that you can keep adding more labels. It's kind of infinite, it's kind of boundless, because there's no end to the labels. You can just think of all the values you have and all the ideas and concepts around you. You'll find a lot of them applied to you, particularly if you think of more kind of spiritual values like kindness, compassion. Whether you're the most compassionate person or the least compassionate person, you still have compassion in you, because you're a human being from the Homo sapiens sapiens species. That's what we are. So we have those qualities of the divine. We have those qualities of divine consciousness, which is a higher consciousness. That's within our being. That's within ourselves. That's within our soul. So we carry all these qualities: kindness, love, forgiveness, and so on. We carry all those qualities within us, and you can start to label yourself and go, I am kind, or I am being kind. And that's what I'm saying about the small print. The small print goes on, and even people have a play with gender and with their gender identity or whatever it is. That's also a bit of a play. I mean, obviously we have the masculine, feminine. We have the male, female, almost like two poles. We have the two poles, but we have everything in between. And most people actually are sort of a little bit in between that space, because there's no such thing as really as being on one side or the other side, because everyone has two parents. Everyone has both. Everyone comes from the same source, which is a sperm and an egg. So a sperm and an egg have a masculine principle and a feminine principle. So we carry that technology, that software within us of masculine and feminine, and each so-called masculine and feminine carries those qualities within them too, yin and yang. So you can think of, for instance, the human body, and you can say, well, I'm a man, I have a male hand. But in Chinese medicine, we look at the body and we see that there's yin and yang forces interconnected, flowing throughout the body. All over there's yin and yang. So you can think of male and female just throughout the body. Whichever body you have, nobody is immune from that. Every human being on the planet has this yin and yang force throughout their being, throughout their body. So whenever you look at labels, remember it's a game. Play with them, have fun with them. It's not serious. Even if you call yourself, I'm a woman, whatever it is, that's not serious. That's just a game. We are beyond labels. If you want to think about your true source is a soul, and even a soul doesn't need to carry labels. A soul is beyond labels. There's a boundless aspect, and that really is our connection to source, and that's within all of us. So we all have this connection to source beyond label. And a lot of people can get a bit lost and confused, and can take their power away or take their energy away when they define themselves as any particular label, or focus their energies, focus their power, focus their energy on a particular label, because even whatever it is can be lost. We can move into other spheres. We can move into the polarity of the world. There is a certain, I like the Trinity, because I feel like we think of the world so much as a duality. However, I like the Trinity. I love symbols with a triangle, because I feel that's more accurate. There's different ways to view the Trinity, but you could view human being on one side, soul within that triangle, divine. The whole space of that triangle is within the space of the divine. There's so many beautiful ways of thinking about that Trinity, that triangle, opening up a sacred space with that, using it as a portal. So it is amazing when we think of the world with symbology. So many of our traditions have these symbols which remind us who we are. It all reminds us who we are, and whatever your belief system, whatever your religious background, see it more as a game. Play with it. Don't be too serious, because there's no religion that has all the answers, that has all the truth. So many religions have been controlled, manipulated, have been things have been deleted, things have been taken out, often misinterpreted. So there is a multidimensionality that we all belong to, this universe, which isn't subject to human history of prejudice and diminishing our power. Because I think that's what a lot of us have forgotten, how powerful we are, and that's perhaps the greatest loss of humanity is forgetting who we are. Forgetting that we are powerful, that we can manipulate, fashion the world in our image, fashion the world with our consciousness, that we can just think of anything, think of a tree, and then we can go and find that tree, or now we can order it online and plant a seed, we can grow a tree, we can buy a car which someone has fashioned out of ideas, out of concepts, out of a collection of thoughts based in our particular science, which is also changeable, which is also evolving, which is also not owned by anyone. It may have been controlled throughout our human history, but it's not owned by anyone. It's free for all of us. And that's really the point, to remember who we are, to remember our power, to remember that we're divine beings. So that means that we are creator beings, that we are able to create. And I didn't give such good examples, maybe not the best analogies, but you imagine, for instance, your life as a blank slate. It isn't completely blank, because you have certain paradigms of where you live, for instance. But nowadays we can move. We don't have to stay where we are. So that's an example already of our power. But we have 24 hours of every day, so we have this choice points. What should I do now? What should I do with this time? We may be working with some of the time, but what should I be thinking when I'm working? Because even if you're doing whatever job you're doing, there are moments where you'll have time just in your thoughts. Some more than others, and I have opportunities in my work often, more than other people. I have opportunities of space and spaciousness and time to contemplate. So I do a lot of contemplation in that time. meditation, I have that capacity to, that opportunity to do that. But that's also a choice. So everything is a choice. Welcome from Australia. I live along the Great Barrier Reef, and the last week I've been on a couple of tours, a couple of beautiful boat trips on the reef. And being out, the weather was glorious. It hasn't been glorious for a couple of days. We've had a lot of rain, but we had the most majestic weather. I have two dogs at my feet, so if I'm moving around in a funny way, it's because I have these dogs who want my attention, and they're moving, saying hi. We want love. We want to cuddle. So I have little cuddle creatures. They're beautiful bundles of joy, and they are here to play as well. So welcome everyone to the show. If you are new to the show, we do readings. Please do follow the channels and support this channel. It's really appreciated. There are opportunities to donate, and I always say, even if it's $1, that $1 is appreciated. So you're providing a flow, or you're creating a flow for me as well as for you. There's this interconnectivity that we're all involved in, and it's a co-creation of consciousness. It's a co-creation of play. So when you enter into that field, you're putting your energy there, and those donations really add to the spin, add to the momentum, give me support to continue, give me the energy to keep going. So it's much appreciated. However big, however small, it all is appreciated, and it's a way of saying thank you. So yeah, so let me know who's online. We will be doing some readings. At first, we're going to meditate, open up the space. It's a very short meditation, centering your body, finding a comfortable place where you are stable, supported. And if you're ready, you may keep your eyes open. I'm going to close my eyes. You're welcome to follow me. And as I close my eyes, I tune into my body and invite you to just be aware of the physical space that you occupy, your physical dimension, your physicality. That can influence people a lot in their consciousness or lack thereof. So just being aware of your whole body, scanning from your head to your feet, maybe parts of your body that you ignore or that you're not usually aware of, perhaps areas like the thighs, the quad muscles, whatever it is for you, scanning and feeling, tuning into your own body, your own physicality. Shifting our perspective now into our breathing, into our breath. With your focus and energy now on your breath, on your breathing, taking some deep belly breaths. And now placing our focus in the amorphous realm around us, our energy field, the energy field around our body. Opening this up to energies of the universe, which is indivisible, boundless, infinite. Bringing that spaciousness into our consciousness and upgrading anything that you feel you would like to feel, experience, and activate. I'm going to invite certain concepts, ideas, labels, energies into your field, into the field around you. You can take them or leave them, activate them, or bring in the energies that you wish to experience. Follow me or interpret your own field. So starting off now with the energy of love, which is who we are at our core. And tuning into that, feeling that, activating that in your energy field. Love. Knowingness. Or consciousness. Bliss. Acceptance. Forgiveness. Empowerment. Balance. Grace. Self-worth. Taking this moment to remember who you are by inviting in, activating these principles within your energy field. And you're welcome to add your own in. And as we drop these principles, these energies into our field around us, allowing that to interconnect and penetrate all the cells and energies of our body, connecting all those concepts into the oneness of the universe. And now dropping that down into the body, dropping your energy down back into the physical realm, into your physical body, feeling your feet connected to the ground, and your hands, perhaps moving your hands. And if you wish to stretch out your body, you may, coming back in whatever way works best for you, perhaps rubbing your eyes, your face gently with your hands, feeling your energy, massaging your head, neck. When you're ready, you may gently open your eyes, bringing yourself back. So welcome back, everyone. Opening up a sacred space for these energies to come through to our mind, through our consciousness, through this Trinity portal of the soul. And welcome to Jill. That's great to see you, Jill. And to Kim. That's lovely to see you, Kim. And we will do some readings for anyone who would like some insight. Be specific if you can. Any questions or something you're struggling with, some insights that you're looking for. Nice to see you, Jill. Where are you, Jill? I think you're new to the channel, so welcome here, and really good to see a new person. And Jill is on Facebook. Kim is on YouTube. So how is your day going, Kim? And are you seeing any sacred numbers? Are you seeing any 111s or 555s or three? Yesterday I saw 333 and 111. I love these angel numbers, and I feel support. They do almost awaken to heaven, bringing the energy forward, saying that you're not alone, you are supported. There is meaning. The angels are behind you, your guides are there. Often it is a portal to change, to transformation, to shifts, to awakening. And Jill says, thank you. Any message from a loved one? I see 222 and 333. So that's amazing, Jill, that you're seeing all these angelic numbers. They all have their own meanings, their own purpose, and they all carry a charge, carry an energy. And remember, there's also a personal dimension. So for me, I often see my birth date, which is, I know it's unique to me. So I know that that's just for me. It's not necessarily a universal message like a 333. I most often get 111. That's most common for me. But each has its meaning. Each has its primacy, its purpose, and each number has an energy. 444 is more strength. It's more about resilience, about bringing energy into your life, trusting your wisdom, your guidance, and moving you forward. So it's more, I would say, passion, determination, moving things forward through work, through having strong goals, and really pushing things forward. And it always means there's guardian angels or spirit guides that are guiding you, that are supporting you. And 808, is that linked to your birthday, perhaps? If it's not linked to your birthday, 8 is a very infinite number. 808, that's really amazing. That's really interesting, because the 8 is an infinite number. The 0 is also it's also got this infinite, and 0 often has a lot of meanings. It's but really 808 is often to do with abundance. It's got this abundance, this water element, I would say, water element, peace, harmony, balance. So the very strong numbers there: prosperity, balance. I would say it's a shifting things forward to greater level of fulfillment. It's very, very powerful numbers. It could even be reunion with a soulmate, someone you've so it's got a soulmate potential, prosperity, abundance. It's very wonderful, Jill. Very much associated with flow, with divine flow, with power is, because this is abundance, and the concept of divine. There's infinite power in that. So 808, 808, it's a powerful number. Nobody, my brother's birthday and date of the loss of my grandmother. Everyone I love died. Has an 8 on it. My mom died. 128. My husband, 18. My dad. So there's always an 8, and your grandmother had 2 8s. So that's really interesting, and it's, you know, it seems like it's almost like a soul family pattern. You know, everyone's got their own style, and this is a pattern within your family of having the 8. So this, I feel like you're connected to this. It's kind of like a divine consciousness. I don't know the words for it. It's very powerful, and so definitely play with that, Jill. So your brother's birthday is on the 8th and 8th, and that's also a pattern because your brother's your brother is echoing your grandmother's passing. So that's important. 8-8. And welcome to Mariana Ivanasevich. I'm not sure how to say your name. I love your name, Mariana. And Jill says, yes, I feel that. So very powerful, 808. And seeing all these numbers. So Jill, you're in this wonderful, wonderful flow of abundance. And I just want to be around your energy because it's very magnetic. It's like, oh, things moving, flowing, abundance, prosperity. And I have the most beautiful dogs with me. So I'm kind of enjoying just being with these two angels, because animals come from the angelic realm. And these two are the biggest angels. They really are special little creatures. Hello. And so I'm very lucky to have this divine consciousness at my feet. And Jill, I have 3 cats. You got 3 angels. 3 angels with you. Kim says I've been seeing 11 or 111. I think you mean 1111. So Kim, yeah, that's me. I think for several years, probably. I think 2000 and the last 15 years almost, because I remember 2011 was a very significant year for me, and I just started seeing 1111 all the time. 2010, you know, around that time, about 14 years ago, I was just constantly seeing numbers. I was just feeling like very much in a state of grace and a state of bliss. So those are 1111. I love that, and for me, it's a very strong connection. I feel, for me personally, there's a reminder that things are, the synchronicity, things are flowing, that I'm not alone, that I have a spirit guide, I have angelic support that's putting me on the right path. Things are flowing in the right way. Blessings are coming to me, and often for me, I'll get 1111. Someone will call me, someone will message me, and then I'll see the 1111. So it'll be this connection, this interconnection. And welcome, Billy. We're just talking about numbers. We're talking about what numbers you see in numerology, what they mean for you. Questions: can you see what people's gifts are? You don't have to answer. I'm just curious. Billy says, hello, everyone, and welcome to Billy. We all have gifts, and everyone comes with gifts. So I don't know. I feel we all have special abilities. So my special ability in a way is to hold space and to raise consciousness. So sometimes my abilities come out in different ways. I can see people's gifts. Sometimes it's more hidden away, or it's just that their gifts are less obvious. And I always see I see a sense of unity, a sense of interconnectivity, a sense of the cosmic view or the overall view, almost like the a step away. So that's kind of where I see things. I'm often kind of in the distance. I'm not sort of in that space. I can see things from far away. Billy, hey, and RC, welcome to RC, and Jill says okay, and it's great to have you, Jill, because Jill's been very expressive about numbers, and it's really special. Thank you for sharing your family connection with numbers, Jill. It's very meaning to have you. JC's in Guatemala. So Guatemala, did I just meet someone from Guatemala? Yeah, I just met someone from Guatemala maybe a couple of days ago. I'm just trying to remember where it was. Guatemala. Oh, that was yesterday. So I met someone from Guatemala, and she and a lot of people here, where I live, are from Chile, Argentina. So it was just great. Trying to remember her name, so I was just thinking from Louise or something like that. Louise. Anyways, she's from Guatemala. So RC, that's amazing. 2 people from Guatemala within 16 hours or something. I don't know. It's amazing. So welcome, RC. I'm going to pick some cards for Mariana. We would love to see your picture, Mariana. I just see an orange circle. But RC, that's amazing, all the way from Guatemala. Which cities are there in Guatemala? I've never been to Guatemala. It's sort of traveled over Central America, over near Cuba, east of Miami, Florida. I spent a couple of months in the island of Saint Lucia. So I don't know if you know the island of Saint Lucia, RC. So is the universe working? Thank you, RC. Yeah. So I guess I was quite near RC. I don't know how near, but I think Saint Lucia is sort of like within I don't know, within 2 hours or something of Saint Lucia. And you say you love Saint Lucia. So Mariana, you know Saint Lucia. Yeah, that was a really great card. Yeah, we're going to do some readings with cards, Jill. Absolutely. I was just starting with Mariana. So, the comments always engage me, always keep me engaged. So thank you, Jill. All right, so Mariana, let's get on track and let me know if you do have a question or anything coming through for you. I am seeing a beautiful sun around you, Mariana. I'm seeing a wonderful energy opening up towards happiness. So there's a high energy around you that's bringing forth this change in your life. It's like a new beginning. It's almost like the sun rising, Mariana. So the sun brings blessings. The sun brings energy. So just imagine your life is filled with the sun, and every day, wake up with this new sun that's nurturing, that's bringing new life into spring, summer, that new beginnings, new openings, inspiration. And this is going to spark your creativity, this energy. It's going to really bring new energy. So you'll find definitely there's a new opening, new opportunity coming to you. And I feel like the sun is going to give you the impetus, the energy, the inspiration to flow into that, to birth new things in the world, bring new energy express yourself in the world. So there is this opening, and keep visualizing and bringing that in, because there is flow opening up to much more happiness. So these are really positive cards for you, Mariana. It's opening up for you, and keep visualizing that the earth or the world is happening for you, not against you, that it's for you, that it's galvanizing you, that it's bringing things forward. In the future, I see the importance of developing focused strategy. It feels like direction is going to be important. At really having a clear strategy is going to support your journey, bring your goals to conscious plan and conscious action. So it's a very conscious card. It's saying, find your direction, create the plan, create a strategy to make it work, Mariana. So keep going, keep believing, keep bringing the sun into your life. And thank you, Mariana. Definitely please subscribe on YouTube. I'm just saying, I guess it must be in the Caribbean. Are you talking about St. Lucia, RC, or so St. Lucia's in the Caribbean, in the Caribbean, and that's where I was working for a couple of months, doing a lot of good, nice work. I was doing the actually the most popular classes were the Meet Your Spirit Guide. So Meet Your Spirit Guide, that was the most popular classes. And I have online actually at least one or two, I think it's only one recording of Meet Your Spirit Guide from several years ago. I think it's about 10 years old or something. So I do have the Meet Your Spirit Guide meditation, and those workshops were the most popular. Also the meditation and qigong, but sometimes I would have about 20 people coming to the Meet Your Spirit Guide workshops, and it was a lot of people looking for guidance, open to a more spiritual connection, to opening up a spiritual connection. And it was fun, and it's such a sunny part of the world, St. Lucia. So it was really people come away to change, to open up. So it was really a great time. So if you're online, do say hi if you haven't already. If you want a card, if you want a reading, if you do want some insight, just write in the comments section. Jill is at work, and I'm looking at the computer. I'm going through notes, and I see 808. So Jill keeps seeing 808, which is really special, a really special and powerful number, and it has a special connection to her family, to her particular pattern of soul family that's come incarnated here. And it's almost like a reminder that you're one, you're part of the same soul tribe. So 111 is very common, at least I get it all the time. It's a divine opening, divine guidance, support from the angels, reminding you to trust your intuition and have faith in the journey ahead. So for me, have faith, trust your guidance, think you are supported. So that's what 111 is for me. Jill, I think, wants some a card or reading. Yeah, so you can always support this channel through PayPal, reading or advice. And I've just got these beautiful dogs. So let's see if something comes through. Let's see what comes through for you, Jill. Let's see what comes through. I've just got these beautiful angels. I wish you could see them, these angels. So if you would like to send a tip, please see the bottom of the screen. It's flowing, and I'm always grateful to receive. So thank you in advance. Last week I saw 7 sixes in a row, but there were 2 ones preceding them. So 7 sixes in a row. So that is pretty amazing. It took me a while. No, I still don't kind of work this out, Kim, because the seconds would only go up to 59. So how did you see 7 sixes in a row? 6, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, maybe you could explain that to me. Oh, wait a minute. Was that the date? Yeah, but it's August. August is an 8. Yeah, I don't know what that means. 7 sixes in a row because 8. Yeah, maybe you could explain that, Kim, because 7 sixes, because it's, you could only get 666, which is no, you could get 6. Yeah, you've lost me, Kim, but I guess it wasn't a time. So I keep thinking about time. So this is beyond time, Kim. So you saw something that wasn't the time. All right, now I get you. Okay, I kept thinking about a clock, and then I was just reading. So we'll get to Jill. Thank you. I have a smile on my face. Good. You can laugh at my you can laugh at me. I also laugh at me. Currency. Okay, thank you, Kim. I was really thinking. Yeah. All right. So let's just see with Jill what's coming through for you, Jill. Let's have a look at that. Okay. All right. All right. So there is an overarching theme in your life of being on a journey, and there's a true kind of this spiritual insight on that journey. So the journey is about spiritual insight. It's also about illumination. There's also a teaching energy. So it's not just receiving the guidance, it's sharing the guidance with others. And that can be symbolically, that can be energetically, that can be through your mere presence. So it doesn't have to be that you're sort of out there teaching a class or something like that. It's definitely overarching theme of being on a journey, being on a spiritual journey, learning a lot of lessons on the way, and going through a lot of hurdles of feeling quite, I would say, feeling quite lost. It's almost like, do I go left, do I go right, do I go, and things are almost like a blur around you with too. It's often that you have too many things, too many possibilities, or many possibilities, not too many, just many, abundant possibilities, abundant pathways available to you, and that creates a sense of indecision. So that's coming through, Jill, that there's this sense of, where do I go to next? Which way do I go? So really ground and center yourself. That's really important. Keep grounding, keep centering, stay, just go for a walk if you don't know what to do, because getting stuck is not going to move anything forward. So it's important to move, almost to move for things to flow. So if things aren't feeling like they're flowing, then move. So if that makes sense, move in order to flow. It's really important you keep the strength with you. It feels like you really need to be very strong, and I feel like you have a lot of resilience. So bringing in the angel of strength to support you in your journey, to bring you that guidance, that position moving forward, opening things up. And I'm just going to pick a card from the light deck for you, Jill. Okay. So there's definitely a sense of being a star seed, and there's also a sense of a rite of passage. So this echoes what I was saying before, being on a path, being on a initiation. So it's kind of like it's a sacred path, and there's this intelligence guiding it. So it's a very awakened intelligence that's guiding it all. The very awakened intelligence I'm seeing for you. So it may be that you just feel things that you can't identify. You don't that other people may not feel, that you are accessing something that is very sacred. It's very ancient, very sacred, and very beautiful. There's a real initiation that's taking place. That your life is about this shifting, changing, being initiated, going through lots of challenges, being tested. So each test is like an initiation. But overriding that overarching theme there is that it is a sacred path. So, and you're also a star seed, so you are here to bring your energy and share it with the world, just through your presence. So there's nothing you need to do or be with that. It's just that you're here as a soul presence to bring that, to raise the consciousness of the general field of the world. So thank you, Jill. Thank you so much. And I'm just reading your comments. I lost my husband and just my one. We had 20 years, moved from Illinois to California. All right, so thank you so much, Jill, and it's so good to have a new person here. I mean, I love I love everyone who comes here. I just I guess get excited with new people. I also get excited with the familiar faces. So glad to be here. Thank you, Jill. And RC in Guatemala. Okay. So let's have a look, RC, and see what's happening for you. Guatemala. All right, so I feel like that you've gone through a lot of changes, that things are shifting around. It's almost like decks of a card. There's a change happening, and it feels like there's a whole lot more wisdom coming through. It's like you've been through a lot, and now it's like, all right, this is new dimension in your life. Definitely, it's also that you're on a journey. This is also clear that you're on a journey. Things of maturity are opening up. I do feel that some movement happening. I do feel there's something being signed. Feels like there's a like a business deal that's happening. There's something that's being signed around you that's going to bring more solidity, change, but also change into your life. And you're here to experience variety. There's a lot of abundance coming toward you. A lot of support from spirit. So they're saying, you're doing great. You've done great. You've been through all these things. I'm seeing so much activation happening in your life, RC. Be really gentle with yourself. Be really kind with yourself. But I do see movement at the moment, and I'm seeing something being signed. So please come back to the show, and I wish you a beautiful evening. just coming back to the comments, Kim says, what is the difference between star child and star seed? And Angela says, hi. That would be great, since not that much. So thank you, RC. So Kim, there's many different ways to look at this and many different angles. And we always forget that we have different dimensions to who we are. So as I was talking, I don't know if you listened, about labels and how we're not really man, woman, whatever. We're not really that. Those are all labels. It's like a summary, or try to abbreviate something. We're not. That's not who we are. We're not the name that we have either. You're not Kim. That's not really who you are. So we're playing. So we have fun, play. But in terms of who we are, we have a physical body, of course. Now, as we know, this is a physical body that came from parents, ancestors, comes from a common Homo sapiens sapiens. So we come from a common core, which is the human being, which comes from we're a hybrid creation and you can look up. There's a lot of different theories: the Syrians, the Palladians, the Anunnakis, the Lyrans. Essentially, we are a hybrid species. So we're not. You can think of us as a fusion, a synthesis, and so physically we all actually come from the stars physically, and life from the planet came from other star systems, other planets. So the life moves around the universe. There's life all over the universe. So we don't actually come from this planet. We're a hybrid. So we're all children of the stars, all of us. Now, when people often talk about a star seed, they're talking about the soul of that person. So they're talking about a person's soul. And that's, as I said, there's a bit of confusion. So a soul is our eternal being, the part, almost our nature beyond the veil, our true nature, our ancient nature, our limitless, infinite nature. That soul is, when we say a soul is a starseed, that soul comes from other planets. So there is I would say it's not so black and white, because each one of us has a physical body that's born on Earth. So we all children of Earth, and this living being called Earth, or Gaia, is a beautiful living library, and she is majestic, magnificent, loving, powerful, abundant. She is just magnificent. And life does come from other stars, and human beings do physically come from other star beings. But our star seed, we're often talking about the soul. So where does the soul come from? So Kim, I hope that answers your question. In a way, as I said, we're all children of the stars, but divided up into a physical component and a spiritual component, or a soul component. Just remembering that our physical body has its own ancestry, its own history, its own dimension. The soul also, different dimension, history. And that's a merger, synergy, that's bringing together, you can almost think of it as the physical and spiritual. That's a synthesis, a fusion, and alchemy. I like the word alchemy. So thank you so much, Kim. RC, thank you so much. Thank you for all the beautiful insight. Thank you as well, Kim. Always asking the most wonderful questions and giving topics and adding to the show. So thank you, Kim. Can I ask the meaning when people suddenly just move out of your life? I know it's a kind of like a purge, but it's kind of hard. Yeah, it is. It is a purge. It's the ending of contracts, and it can be really difficult. So Contracts are almost like a purpose that's designed for your life. So just think of it as a design, or you could also think of it as a book with chapters. So, you know, chapter 5, maybe that's 2020, or let's just say we're on chapter 50, 2024. So at the end of chapter 50, we're moving on to chapter 51. So it's a new chapter. So chapter 50 needs to end. So some relationships need to end in order for us to move on and meet new people, have new relationships. Otherwise, we'll just be stuck on one chapter our whole life. So that's really what happens. It is a type of purge. It is to do with soul contracts. And a lot of people, there's people that we have contracts with that are with us our whole life, and a lot of people not. You may, you know, you have a job, you're going to work with someone for whatever period of time you have that job, and then once that job's over, that's the end of the contract. You never see that person again. So it is definitely part of the contracts and part of chapters of our life, RC. So thank you for the question, and I love that answer. Thank you, Angela, and great to have you here, Angela. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Love to you all. Love you all. Please follow and like the channel on YouTube, and feel free to connect to me anytime. There's also free sessions available if you'd like one via the heal.me URL, heal.me. And my name is David Starlyte. Thank you so much, everyone.